I can't imagine Indiana pulling off this upset in Eugene. And I'm wondering, look at Indiana's been a great story. We all love Coach Sig. Fernando Mendoza's been incredible. I see mock drafts now have him going #1 overall if the NFL draft was held this week, which is wild, but he has been incredible. He dominated Illinois. But just like we were talking about in that Alabama game, this is a gigantic step up in competition for Indiana. And I just have that thought of that playoff game last year against Notre Dame in my head, where once we finally see Indiana step up in competition, and they did against Ohio State too, and they lost that one. Do the wheels kind of look like they're falling off a little bit? Is it just that the talent gap is so big here that Oregon's going to pull away? Look, this is an interesting number at 7.5. There's a reason it hasn't gotten to 7. But just like I'm trying to like work through how Indiana would pull this off, because I just think Oregon's way too good on the lines of scrimmage that Indiana's not going to be able to get that push that they need to really give it to Oregon here on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to have to be Mendoza putting on the cape because I don't think Indiana's going to be able to run the ball much at all here. And I know defensively, Indiana's been really really stout this year. So it's good on good when Oregon has the ball. Their offense is obviously elite versus an elite Indiana defense, but I think that Oregon, keyed by Dan Lanning, like they play so fast defensively, like they're just swarming to the ball, creating havoc all over the place. So I think, especially with this one being at Autzen, like I have a hard time also seeing Indiana do this one. The Indiana kind of breaks my brain. Like I kind of have a hard time fully figuring out what they are. I know that they're very good, and like in most like coin flip games or anything where they have like a slight advantage, like they can really take it to teams. But this is another level of competition that they're going to have to be going up against here, and it's tough going on the road out to Oregon. That's one of the crazier like road environments to have to play in. So ultimately, I like the Ducks here. The computers, SP Plus has Oregon winning by exactly a touchdown, 7 points, and FEI has Oregon winning by about 9 points. So really, really tight to the number are the models here. So that kind of leads me to leave it off the old card this week. I could see the first half going under whatever that posted number is as these two teams kind of feel each other out. But ultimately, second half, the onslaught from this Oregon, especially from that passing game with Dante Moore just really dialed in, DeCorian Moore, Keon Sadiq. Those guys are just difference-making weapons for that Oregon team. So give me the Ducks here, but again, not quite making the card. But I'm very excited for this one.